Alright, okay. So let's think in terms of if I were to approach this problem, where would I start, right? And again, हमारे पास primary requirement क्या है? हमारे पास दो requirement. We need two paths. So I need the ability to crack this problem. You can see the screen, right? Everybody can see the screen? Okay, so now you want two paths. So एक हमारे पास high level path है, and that high level path is कि पाकिस्तान का GDP कितना है. So GDP is gross domestic product, and GDP of Pakistan, nominal GDP is about $325 billion a year, right? ये हम साल में हम प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, इम्पोर्ट करते हैं, कंज्यूम करते हैं, प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं, सब मिला जुला के हम $325 मिलियन के आसपास की फिगर लेकर आते हैं. एंड what part of this is Karachi? So Karachi is at least 20%, 30% लगा लें, generous कर लें, right? So if I take 30%, कि Karachi produces 30% of Pakistan's GDP, right? Then this number would essentially become, say, about $100 billion. So $100 billion हो गया. अब ये क्या है? ये कराची का GDP है at $100 billion. So what proportion of that is food and consumables? And I can make another assumption here, and that assumption is that that number could be somewhere about 20% to 30%. So if it's 20%, this number would be 20 billion. If it's 30%, this number would be 30 billion. And we're talking about dollar terms per year, right? So this is a high level estimate. अच्छा, अब अगर मैं 20 बिलियन और 30 बिलियन की बात करता हूँ, and you know there are variations, right? This could be 90. अगर ये 90 हो जाएगा तो ये 18 हो जाएगा, right? So आप 18 से 30 बिलियन के दरम्यान बात करें. This is method 1, model A. What is my second model? My second model is how many households are there, especially middle class households. So आपके पास आर्टिकल तो था ना मिडिल क्लास वाला, पढ़ा था आप लोगों ने? You saw it, right? How many households are there? How many households, middle class households are there in Pakistan? Yeah. So 102 मिलियन तो लोग हैं, 102 मिलियन households नहीं थे. 17 million, that is right. So 17 million households हैं, and ये हम बात करें middle class households की, right? तो हम यही नंबर लगा लें कराची वाला, which is say 30%. So 30%, Karachi is 30% of those households, which basically gives us how many households? It gives us 5 million households. अच्छा, अब सवाल ये आता है कि एक household, a typical household has 6 people in it, right? एक household, and हम मिडिल क्लास की बात करें, we're not talking about every, we're using middle class, and we're using middle class as a proxy. कुछ लोग ज़्यादा खाते हैं, कुछ लोग कम खाते हैं, कुछ लोग कुछ नहीं खाते. तो इनके दरमियान में मिडिल पॉइंट जो है, मॉडल पॉइंट जो हमारा वो मिडिल क्लास है. तो अगर मैं मिडिल क्लास लेता हूँ, एंड ऐसे कि जी 5 मिलियन हाउस होल्ड हैं जिसमें 6 लोग रहते हैं ऑन एवरेज एक घर के अंदर, उसमें से कितने महीने का बजट कितना होगा आपका ग्रोसरीज का? एंड इट्स नॉट जस्ट पॉपुलर फल एंड सब्जीज, राइट? दिस इज फल, सब्जी, गोश्त, दूध, अंडे, डबल रोटी छोड़ दें, साइड पे कर दें, राइट? सो इट्स एवरीथिंग. So my base number, and if I look at, let's say, our family, and I look at other families that I know of, I'd say a safe figure for your monthly produce bill as a household is about, let's say, 50,000 महीने के. So yeah, so 50,000 per month is roughly about $300 per month. Yeah. So $300 per month into 5 million will give you what? Will give you $1.5 billion per month. और साल में कितने महीने होते हैं? 12. इसको 12 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दें, सॉरी, इसको 12 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दें. तो जब 12 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा? 1.5 into 12 would be 18 billion. And surprise, that is actually quite close to a lower bound of our estimate from method 1. Do you see what just happened? आपने दो पाथ इस्तेमाल किए to calculate the same number, and there is one is sort of like a high level, high flying approach, roughly speaking, and जो दूसरा है that is not a high flying approach, that is just a simpler approach, a household approach, but that's based on good data, and that good data is what? That good data is Dr. Duren Ayab's paper on the size of the middle class. That good data is based on Dr. Durra Nayab and Dr. Ghani's paper, right? And that data has been updated as of I think 2016, 2017 में update हुआ है. So आपके पास एक high level figure आई जो एक range थी which was between 18 to 30 billion, and then you have a more detailed figure which actually based on an assumption that middle class is a good solid proxy representative point of estimating consumption, right, in Pakistan of fresh produce. So कितना market बना? $18 billion का सिर्फ कराची का produce का market. Is that a big market? Is that what you expected? So you now have logic, right? So now what you've done, you own the data, you own the number. You're not reliant on a Dawn headline or a Medium article. You're not reliant on some reference, unknown reference from an unknown author. This is math that you've done yourself. You own the numbers. So we've done one, right? We've done one together. Let's do a couple more. How many computer science graduates do we produce every year in Pakistan? So we've already attempted this at one level. Now you'll do it properly. So you have 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Answer the question. How many computer science graduates do we produce every year in Pakistan? Because you're thinking, Fatma. You're thinking about the problem and you're applying, and your models and approaches are going to be different. But it's also going to be a function of your assumptions. क्या आपकी underlying assumptions क्या हैं? So unless until you have a common base of assumptions, which is not required, your numbers are not going to match. But at this point in time, what we're really interested in is the thinking. So let's think about the thinking. Genofil, mic on, walk me through your thinking. Right. So I think this is the common challenge, right? And this is something that really puts me off when I talk to teams and when I'm mentoring them is Dawn, Jung, Geo, or Wall Street Journal, or The Economist, or The Times may have their own models. But unless and until you own the numbers, unless and until you understand where the numbers come from, unless and until you're comfortable with that basis, you should not commit yourself, your life, your business, or your capital to those numbers, right? You remember Kingsman, the movie? So Kingsman, there's this famous line, right, that he says it every time, and that line is, manners maketh a man. Remember that line? So in the business world, it's not manners that maketh a man. In the business world, it's the numbers that maketh a man. If you own the numbers, if you understand where the numbers are coming from, you are golden. But if you've been a lazy thinker in the sense that you've looked up a figure from Dawn, right? So now, we spoke about the 10,000 figure in 2008. That number came from, guess what? The Pasha study. The Pasha industry study. It was a good study, it wasn't a bad study, right? But I was part of the team that reviewed that study. And I know how good or bad those numbers were. They were not, there was guesswork. It was like a same approach that we've done here, right? We looked at the number of universities, we looked at average class size, अच्छा कितना होगा, हमने हिसाब मोटा हिसाब करके अच्छा 10,000 बच्चे. And then we did something similar with respect to the size of the industry, because if you do a search on Pasha industry study, Pasha size of the industry, you'll see the same study, 2006, 2007, 2008, being quoted. And guess what? Who did that study? We did that study. So unless and until you own the numbers, you understand the number, you know where the number is coming from, unless and until you have two separate paths to the number is not validated. And this is a key challenge, right? This is a whole big debate about estimating market size in any field. अच्छा, it's not ज़रूरी, ये ज़रूरी नहीं कि आप entrepreneur बने, founder बने, तो ये आपको market size estimate करना पड़ेगा. Even if you work for, let's say, Toyota Corolla, you work for Indus Motors, or you work for Honda Atlas, right? Even then, let's say you want to launch a new 4-wheel drive. So Kia Lucky Motors coming into the market, right? Kia says, Pakistan में कितना बड़ा market है for 4-wheel drives? कितने लोग खरीदेंगे? अब you're not being a founder, right? You just want to get an understanding of कि ये कैसे करते हैं. Let's say you're an engineering firm out of Germany that wants to do prefab manufacturing and civil engineering in Pakistan. And your benchmark is, Karachi में कितने गटर के ढक्कन हैं? Gold ढक्कन, because that's what we do. So how do you go about estimating how many गटर के गोल ढक्कन are there in कराची? उसमें से कितने टूटते हैं, कितने रिप्लेस होते हैं, कौन खरीदता है? Okay, so this estimating market size question is a common question. अच्छा, अब एक और चीज़, at some point in your life you are actually going to go, आप पढ़ेंगे बाहर जाके, ग्रेजुएट करेंगे, फिर आप इंटरव्यू देंगे, and if you're working for a consulting shop, if you're interviewing for a consulting shop, this is a common question. How many round manhole covers are there in New York? How many coffee makers? How many toasters? Right? And the approach with all of these questions is not okay, you're looking for a right answer. The approach with all of these questions is, I want to get a sense of how do you think, how do you validate. So ये एक golden element of truth है, which is if you have two sources of getting the same numbers, your number is much better, much more powerful, much more reliable than a number that you arrived at through a single source. And if both the approaches, both the models coming from different approaches, different designs, get you in the same ballpark, then your number actually has a reasonable likely chance of surviving, right? So now, what could be a second source of computer science graduates in Pakistan? What's the cap? What would be an upper limit? How many people are employed by the Pakistani technology industry in Pakistan? So 2019 में हमारा जो estimate था, that was roughly about between 80 to 100,000 employees. अच्छा, अब आप growth लगा लें. Let's say the industry is growing at 20% a year on year. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि अगर 20% से ग्रो कर रही है तो 80,000 का 20% कितना हुआ? 16,000 नई जॉब्स. The industry needs about 16,000 professionals every year. And अगर आप ये अपर बाउंड ले लेते हैं, लाख ले लेते हैं, तो क्या हो जाएगा? 20,000 प्रोफेशनल्स पर ईयर हो जाएगा. So when you talk to people who work in the technology industry, what do they say? They say कि बच्चे बहुत हैं, आसमान से बरस रहे हैं. Assumptions. So जो 2018 की स्टडी थी उसका डेटा सेट छोटा था, उसमें सिर्फ आई थिंक अबाउट 100 कंपनियाँ थी. जो 2019 की स्टडी उसमें तकरीबन 170 कंपनियाँ हैं. एंड वी एडजस्टेड दी assumptions बिकॉज वी हैड मोर डेटा, वी हैड अ बेटर सेंस. हमने कुछ चीज़ें और भी एडजस्ट की थी. सो जो 2018 की स्टडी उसमें एक अप्रॉक्सीमेट क्रूड एस्टिमेट था बेस्ड ऑन द स्टडीज डेटा सेट दैट पॉइंट इन टाइम. जब हमने उसको अपडेट किया 19 के अंदर तो नंबर बढ़ गया. या सो 12,000 से 18,000, 20,000 जॉब्स हैं आपके पास नहीं. अब now what does the industry say? The industry says we don't have enough people, which means you can't find 12,000 से 18,000 employable computer science graduates, right? So हमारे पास एक upper cap आ गई. जो इंडस्ट्री है, जो एकेडेमिया है, जो इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं, दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू प्रोड्यूस मोर देन व्हाट द मार्केट इज गोइंग टू हायर, राइट? बिकॉज बच्चों को नौकरी नहीं मिलेगी तो पढ़ेंगे नहीं. अगर मैं डिपार्टमेंट खोल भी लूँ CS का, राइट, और अगर मार्केट में नौकरियाँ नहीं हैं तो क्या होगा? बच्चे कहाँ जाएंगे? कुछ और कर लेंगे. फिर लोगों से क्या कहेंगे? कंप्यूटर साइंस मत पढ़ो. एंड दैट्स व्हाट हैपेंड, राइट? दैट्स एसेंशियली व्हाट हैपेंड in 2001 after the crisis. That's what happened in 2008. That's what happened in 2013, I think. That's what happened now this year in 2020. So there is an upper bound, and that upper bound is about 16,000 to 17,000. So अगर टोटल नौकरियां, नई नौकरियां 17,000 हैं, 15,000 हैं, 12,000 हैं, 10,000 हैं, तो 40,000 बच्चे तो प्रोड्यूस नहीं हो सकते ना कंप्यूटर साइंस में. कहाँ जाएंगे वो बच्चे? किधर काम करेंगे? So that's your second model, right? That's your second path. And this is it's not enough for you to just come up with a number. You have to dissect that number. You have to defend that number. You have to make sure that the number make logical, rational sense. Okay? अच्छा जी, अब आ जाएं आप. How many schools are there in Karachi? How many high-end Android smartphones in Karachi? And this is the most important question. This is something I really want to think about. I want you to think about this. How many ICU beds are in Karachi? कितने बिस्तर हैं वेंटिलेटर और ऑक्सीजन के साथ कराची के अंदर? गैस करें. सो ये कराची है, यहाँ तक 11 अस्पताल हैं कराची के अंदर. सो एक इज़ वेंट्स, कितने बिस्तर हैं वेंट्स के साथ, कितने भरे हुए, कितने खाली हैं. फिर एक इज़ HD यूनिट, राइट? तो ये कितने हैं हमारे पास, ये इसमें कितने खाली हैं, कितने भरे हैं. और फिर हमारे पास आइसोलेशन बेड्स कितने हैं, राइट? आइसोलेशन बेड्स इज़ नॉट ये ऑब्जर्वेशन में रखा हुआ है. आपको खुदा ना खासा कुछ होगा तो हम आपको स्केल अप कर जाएंगे. ओके, सो फार सो गुड. सो अब ना अगर आप ये देखें, सिविल अस्पताल 12 बिस्तर हैं, कितने भरे हैं? 12, खाली कितने? 0। सिविल अस्पताल का ही ट्रॉमा सेंटर है, 12 बिस्तर, 12 भरे में, 0। डाओ ओझा हॉस्पिटल 11, 9, 2 खाली हैं। JPMC 17, 17, 0। और ये पिछले हफ्ते का डेटा है, राइट? दिस इज नॉट अ मंथ ओल्ड, दिस इज लास्ट वीक्स डेटा। लियारी जनरल 13 बिस्तर हैं, 3 बिस्तर खाली हैं वेंट के साथ। NICH 2 वेंट 2 बिस्तर। इंडस 15 वेंट 15 बिस्तर। SIUT 10, 10। ज़ियाउद्दीन 4, 4। ज़ियाउद्दीन नाज़िमाबाद 6, 6। आखान 16, 14। सो योर टोटल, अगर आप लियारी के अस्पताल को साइड पे कर दें तो आपके पास टोटल कैपेसिटी ऑफ हॉस्पिटल बेड्स इन कराची विथ बेड्स ऑन देम इज़ 4। 2 ही हैं, 2 ही हैं। लियारी को भी साइड पे करते हैं, लियारी में बाद में आएंगे। अब आप HD पे आ जाएं। HD में कितनी जगह है आपके पास? HD में आपके पास 2 और ये 11 बिस्तर यहाँ पे खाली हैं। बट थिंक अबाउट दिस फॉर अ सेकेंड, राइट? ये HD के पीछे एक पाइपलाइन खड़ी हुई है आपके पास। इस पाइपलाइन में आपके पास इतने मरीज हैं। You have about 100 मरीज that will actually step up into HD. And then within HD you also have 100 मरीज that will step up into ICUs. So ये जो आपके पास 4 बिस्तर खाली है ना इस वक्त, this is not for external patients. ये 4 बिस्तर are for patients in a facility which is of a lower level of criticality right now. So essentially you have no beds in Karachi at this point in time, with vents or with oxygen. So I know कि मैं बहुत बुराई करता हूँ अखबारों की, right? This data actually comes to you from Jio, and Jio did the right thing. What Jio did? Jio ने किया, Jio ने कहा अच्छा तमाम अस्पतालों को फ़ोन करें और उनसे पूछें आपके पास कितने बिस्तर हैं, सिर्फ ये काम कर लें सिंध के अंदर। And they did a great job. They did a great service to all of us. Because their focus was what? Their focus was कितने बिस्तर हैं, how many beds are available. Their focus is not how many vents are available in Pakistan or in Karachi, how many beds are available in Karachi. खुदा ना खास्ता अगर आपको किसी मरीज़ के लिए बिस्तर ढूंढना पड़े तो आप किस अस्पताल में जाएं? तो आपने देख ली ना लिस्ट। सिविल इज़ डन, ओझा इज़ डन, JPMC इज़ डन, NICH इज़ डन, इंडस इज़ डन, SIUT इज़ डन, ज़ियाउद्दीन इज़ डन, AKU इज़ डन। लियारी ले जाएं आप, वहाँ पे आपको 10 बिस्तर मिल जाएंगे। दैट्स इट। अदर देन लियारी देयर इज नो स्पेस। सो फार सो गुड। अब आप इसको कंपेयर करें विद दिस डेटा, एंड इस डेटा में आप कराची की फिगर देखें तो कहता है कि जी 131 बेड्स आर अवेलेबल विथ वेंटिलेटर। आप इसको जियो के नंबर से मैच कर लें, कितने बिस्तर हैं आपके पास, इनको ऐड कर लें, 12, 12, 24 और 11 इज़ 35 और 17 इज़ 45, 52, 62, 65, 67, 72, 82, 92, 96, 102 एंड 116। 118 बिस्तर हैं आपके पास। दिस इज़ रियलिटी एज इट एग्जिस्ट, एज इट एग्जिस्टेड लास्ट वीक। दिस इज द सेम रियलिटी एज इट एग्जिस्टेड समप्लेस एल्स। Whose figure is this? This is pride of ownership. All that it took Jio was for them to pick up the phone and call 11 hospital. And that's what I meant when I told you कि जी अगर अब्बा के $10,000 या $20,000 या $1,00,000 आपके पास होंगे पेंशन के, would you throw that money away based on assumptions that Dawn, Jio, Jung, News or NCOC for that matter share with you? कि जी फिक्र ही ना करें आप, बहुत अच्छे हालात हैं, इन्वेस्ट। हम हैं ना यहाँ पे, मैं हूँ ना यहाँ पे, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट। यू मस्ट वैलिडेट एंड ओन योर फिगर्स। इफ यू कांट वैलिडेट, इफ यू डोंट ओन योर फिगर्स एंड योर नंबर्स, then you're lost, especially in the business world. Remember, Kingsmen, right? Numbers make it the man, not manners. Numbers. If you own the numbers, if you understand the numbers, if you understand where the numbers come from, if you have two paths of calculations, two paths of estimation to those numbers, and those numbers match, then you're in great shape. You're way ahead of everybody else. If you don't have that, then you're lost.